Welcome back to Imperium Gaming, and we're playing today at WINTERS SEO's premises. So we're playing on a table. We've played a game already today, so to save time we're going to use the same terrain and the same setup. So this is the table. Really nice. Look at this. Amazing. Ruined cathedral. Lots of detail. He's done a good job of getting this set up, so really appreciative of that. So WINTERS has agreed very kindly that he's going to narrate this game for us. So let's go straight over to him. And I said I was at WINTERS' place. Here's the man. Hello.
Hi guys, it's WINTERS. We are playing Tactical Escalation and we rolled off, and it's going to be Hammer and Anvil deployment zone. And interestingly enough, there's one objective down here, and this is Ian's deployment zone. This will be the deployment zone of the Night Lords, and there is another one in no man's land here. And then we got a bit crazy when we were putting objectives down. 1, 2, 3, 4 up this side of the battle grid. Basically, the Penitent Forge will control 3 objectives straight away. However, I've got a lot more drops than the Night Lords, so I will almost certainly be going second unless I try and steal the initiative. And stealing's banned. You shouldn't do that, guys. So so let's start deploying. Ian will get to deploy his units first. Line of sight will be severely compromised during this game because of these large ruins in the middle of the table. This cathedral has taken a direct hit from a marauder bomber, as you can see, and this battle grid is now becoming overgrown with life and with beauty, with these trees here. But now the Night Lords are here to defile this place. Will the Penitent Forge be able to push them back? Let's find out, and let's have a look at these armies. This is 1,500 points worth of Adeptus Mechanicus. It's a single battalion detachment, which gives me 6 command points. And leading the charge, head of the Penitent Forge, is Designate 17, aka Belisarius Cool. And with him is a Tech Priest Dominus with his Macro Stubber and his Volkite Blaster, no upgrades whatsoever. And I've got lots of troops. 5-man squad of Skitarii Vanguard with an arc rifle in each. This is a 9-man squad with an arc rifle, and 5 rangers. There are lots of scoring options scattered around all over the place. Some Sikaran infiltrators. That's a single unit of Iron Striders, and that's what they're called, and 3 single units of Onager Dune Crawlers, each with a Cognis Heavy Stubber and the Neutron Laser in each. So I've got some long range firepower in the back there. I've got lots of scoring options to scribble around and scurry around with and try and score. And infiltrators, well, they can infiltrate, but I don't think I need to, seeing as I have most of the objectives.
So here we have 1,500 points of Night Lords, and leading this force we have a Demon Prince who's dedicated to Khorne. He has a Talisman of Burning Blood, which will allow him to reroll charges and advance and then charge, so as long as he doesn't get shot out, he should be able to get in and wreck some face. He's being supported by a Chaos Lord.
By Kurz, the Primarch of the Night Lords is Kurz.
He looks like Kurz. He acts like Kurz, but he's not quite as good as Kurz. But he does have Claws of the Black Hunt, which allow him to... they're like Lightning Claws, but a little bit powered up. We have 3 troops choices, just bare bones 5-man squads. The only upgrades they've got are Power Swords and Lightning Claws. And then they have 3 Chaos Rhinos as their rides. And then supporting them, we have a Xiphon Flyer. We have a Deredeo Dreadnought and a Sikaran. So that is 1,500 points of battle-forged army. They are a battalion. You will notice I only have 5 command points because I've used one to have an additional Gift of Chaos.
So we're deployed for this game of Tactical Escalation. The lion's share of the Night Lords are up this side of the battle grid with 2 of the Rhinos back there. I believe that one's empty, right?
That's right.
That one's back there because there's an objective over there which that one is just sat on. Hopefully it won't go pop anytime soon. But yeah, the lion's share of the Night Lords on this side. Remember, you have to go around ruins. You can't just go straight through them unless you're infantry, like these guys here. And the Night Lords definitely deployed first. They got everything down on the table first, and this is what they look like out at. So Belisarius Cool, aka Designate 17, is holding down this little castle there. Get to re-roll all shots within 6 inches of him. So essentially a free prescience. And then the other warlord is on this side of the battle grid, and you get to re-roll hit rolls of 1, and he's looking up this way around. I'm already sat on 3 objectives back here. 1, 2, 3. The Night Lords are on 1. Just that one there, because the other 2 are in no man's land. So yeah, Night Lords have definitely got first turn. And I'm not going to try and steal the initiative, because stealing's bad, and you don't steal from friends. You tried to steal from me earlier. I'm not going to do it. You failed, yes, of course. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Stealing's bad. And I want you to come closer into my guns. I've got quite a shooty list. You've got quite a stompy list. Yes, you've got some shooty shots here, but I think I should be okay. I think I should be able to weather the storm of fire. So let's go on to Night Lords, turn 1. Night Lord's objectives in turn 1 are to defend objective 6, and objective 6 is there. Here we are after Night Lord's movement phase, or Chaos Space Marine's movement phase. Rhino staying still. These gun platforms, that's a word now, staying still. This thing is making its way over the obstacles. They're not tank traps anymore in 8th edition, so you can move through them, though they will slow charges and assaults down, or advances down. The Warlord, note the second in command, the one that looks suspiciously like Kurz, is inside that Rhino there. And the Xiphon Flyer has got Vector Dancer cutting through the skies. I should mention, my Infiltrators are in reserve and Shroud Psalm is in effect, so I'm going to have +1 to my cover save as though I was in cover, unless I'm already in cover. The Demon Prince in the very centre of the cathedral, ready to bring some pain in the following turns. Let's move on to the shooting phase. And here we are after the Night Lord's shooting phase, taking a number of wounds off this Iron Strider, dropping it from 5 down to 1. Shroud's Arm keeping me safe there, and then small arms fire coming from the Night Lords and from combi bolters in the centre of the cathedral, cracking away a couple of these guys here. I've got a morale test to make, and I don't want a 6. I don't get a 6, so no further men flee. And then we had the Sikaran and the Deredeo firing down in at 2 separate Iron Striders. Splitting his fire probably hurt him, because he could have killed one. This one's down to 9. This one's got 3 left. I had to burn a command point to keep it alive. But no first blood scored there, and certainly not defending objective 6. So you keeping hold of defend objective 6, or are you getting rid of...
I'm throwing that one away. I'm going to burn it.
Yeah, burning that one. Is it one of your capture and control objectives? What's your...
No, mine's Purge is mine. So it's all about killing.
So in tactical escalation, you nominate a type of card. You've picked Purge, which means you can't throw Purge away, but it's not a Purge one. Anyway, at the bottom of turn 1, the Night Lords don't get any points yet. So let's move on to the Penitent Forges, turn 1. Orders for the Penitent Forge are to assassinate, kill a character. This is going to be very tough to do in turn 1. And the cards that I can't chuck away are Capture and Control. This is an Annihilation card. If I get any of the Capture and Control objectives, that'll be double the number of points. Those are the ones where I need to take objectives. Anyway, an Assassinate's not going to happen, so let's just try and get First Blood. And then at the end of my shooting phase, I didn't get First Blood. The Iron Striders are firing into this Rhino. It's on 8 hull points left. And then round here, the Arc Rifles slamming into that Rhino, as well as all the stubbers from the Onager Dune Crawlers. And it's on 6 wounds left. And then I fired the big guns from the Onagers. These are strength 10, EP -4, I think. D6 damage, you do a minimum 3. Firing up the table, re-rolling to hit with Designate 17 there into the Sikaran, dropping it down to 8 wounds left. This thing gives it a 5-up invulnerable save. What's it called, Ian?
Hellfire Veil.
Hellfire Veil gives everything within 6 inches a 5-up invulnerable save. Otherwise, it would be dead. Long story short, I have not stopped this Chaos advance at all. I have not scored First Blood. Certainly haven't assassinated anything. Ditching that card. So it's 0 points to 0 as we go into Chaos Space Marines. Turn 2. Here are the orders for the Forces of Chaos. Hold the line should be easy. Defend objective 3 is just here, so that isn't going to happen. So looking to get a point for this one, and hopefully a point for Slay the Warlord. Edit. And when I say Slay the Warlord, of course I mean First Blood. Here we are after the Chaos Space Marines movement phase. He's got hold the line, 3 units back here. And this unit jumping out of the Rhino before it moved round, and the Chaos Demon advancing. Now you've got that relic, what's it called?
Talisman of Burning Blood.
Talisman of Burning Blood, and with that you can charge after you advance, and putting it on a Demon Lord. That is fruity. And then the only other thing to move is the Rhino round that side, and the Xiphon Flyer jinking and vector dancing through the skies, ready to throw shots along the back line. Let's move on to Chaos Demon shooting phase. Should mention my countercalls. At the start of each battle round you pick a countercall. I can't pick Shroud Psalm again unless I roll for it and I get a 4. Designate 17 Belisarius call allows me to plus or minus 1 to this dice roll, and I really need Shroud Psalm. Yes, I'm going to get charged, but most of the stuff is going to shoot me. So let's see what we get for countercalls. 5 minus 1 is 4. That's back down to Shroud Psalm again. So I got +1 to my armor as if I'm in cover. Then in the end of the shooting phase, it took both of these plus the flyer, a lot of firepower just to take away one of the Onager Dune Crawlers. We also had some small arms coming in, killing 2 in this squad here, and some more firepower in there, ricocheting into the Iron Striders, but not doing anything damage. And the Chaos Lord, who looks suspiciously like Kurz, is now out on the table ready to charge. The Demon Prince is ready to charge. So let's move on to the fight phase. Or charge phase, then fight phase. Then in the charge phase, these Night Lords make it into that first squad. Their Legion Taxis will kick in. I'll have -1 to my morale. This Chaos Demon made it in, and that will be -2 to their morale because it stacks up to a maximum of -3. And then this Lord managed to make it in, but he did take 2 wounds in on the way in. Autocannons doing 2 damage there. So let's go on to the fight phase. Here we are after the assault phase. One of this squad died, managed to wipe it out, and he slew that Onager Dune Crawler with ease. That's 2 Onager Dune Crawlers down. Then piled in, so he was within an inch of my Vanguard, so he didn't get shot next turn. And they managed to put a wound back on the Demon Prince, so small mercies there. Then round the other side, the Chaos Lord wiped out one of the Iron Striders. So that's the end of Chaos Space Marines turn 2. I've got some leadership tests to make. Now their leadership is normally 7, but it's -1 because of that unit and -2 because of that unit. So their leadership is 5. And they lost 2 guys. 3 plus 5 is 8. So I lose another. And these are 7. And they lost someone. So they're down to 5, leadership 5 as well. 5 plus 3 is 8. So they lose one more as well. So the Night Lord's Legion trait there coming to effect, killing more of my squads down. And then at the end of turn 2, you got Hold the Line.
I have.
And First Blood.
Oh yes.
Which means it is 2 points to 0 in favour of the Chaos Space Marines. Let's go on to Adeptus Mechanicus, turn 2. Orders for the Penitent Forge: advance, get out of the deployment zone. That isn't going to happen, but secure objective 6. That should be no problem. Here we are after turn 2 for the Penitent Forge. I'm keeping the infiltrators off. There's no real reasons for them to come sneaking in yet. I don't think they're going to make much of a sacrifice up in the backfield here, so let's keep them in my pocket one more turn. I've pulled the Iron Strider out. He's going to have to get into combat to kill him after the Rangers put some rounds into him, hopefully. Be able to whittle him down, and he can shoot him with a blaster, he can shoot him with his... Yeah, I need to try and kill that Lord. Then round this side, things got interesting. So both of these squads disengaged from the combats they were in. But he's toughness 6. His axe will be strength 6. If I get this squad in, which came over there in combat, he'll drop his toughness down to 5. So I should be able to hit him a bit better. That's after I shoot him with the solar atomizer and with this squad here. Shots going in there, shots going in there. These two shots won't be able to shoot. Squads won't be able to shoot. And the neutron laser needs to go up and smash into this Sakaran one more time. In fact, let's do that on camera. I get D3 shots with the neutron laser. 3 shots. Nice. I'm hitting on 3s and re-rolling because of designate 17. And let's re-roll. 1 hit. Command point. I know you can't re-roll a re-roll, so strength 10.
You can use a command point for that one though.
There's no point. You've got 8 wounds, 7 wounds left. There's no point. Even if I did the maximum, I'm sad. That makes me sad.
But you could drop.
Then here we are after the shooting phase. Not enough gun. I did manage to wipe out one of these guys with the stubbers. You saw the neutron laser miss. And then the units here that could fire, including the Arc Scourge, only took a couple of wounds off the Chaos Demon Lord. I'm going to charge him now with that unit. And that unit. In fact, the only piece of small mercy I had was the Vanguard. The Rangers were in rapid fire range of the second in command, that Chaos Lord there. That looked like Kurz. He definitely wasn't Kurz. 5 Rangers managed to kill him. So that's it for my... Yeah, that's it for my shooting phase. I killed something at least. Let's do some assaults. And here we are after the fight phase, and there is a demon-shaped gap where the demon once stood. It was the Vanguard going in and dropping his toughness down to 5. That was the kicker there. Ian just failing to keep him alive by 1 wound. Had to burn a command point on the axe, though put me down to 2 command points left. However, I've got Slay the Warlord. I am securing objective 6. So small mercies happening here. It's 2 points each. But, and I have killed the first in command and second in command, but the flyer and the troops and the big guns in the backfield are still very much alive, and I have sacrificed 2 of my big guns. So my range is severely reduced here. It's going to be interesting as we descend into turn 3. The Night Lords want to secure objective 4, which is deep in my deployment zone, and secure objective 5, which that empty rhino right in the backfield is sat on, and advance. Get out of their deployment zone for an extra point. So there's 4. They might not be getting that one. Here's 5. That's definitely a point. But they can't advance and get secure objective 5 in the same turn. So let's go on to the movement phase. Here we are after the movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines. The Night Lords staying back to secure that objective, and the big guns in the backfield staying back as well. This unit of Night Lords are now outside of their transport and are going to charge the second in command, the Tech Priest Dominus. And the first in command, designate 17, is about to take 4 las cannons to the face, because that's how many a Xiphon Fly has on him. And then more Night Lords, piling forward. So they'll definitely get objective 5 this turn, and that should be it. But they should also be able to sow a lot of carnage. Let's go on to the shooting phase. Ian just vector dancing him that way. Anyway, starting off with the shooting phase, we're going to do this on camera. 4 las cannons, down at core. This hits on 3s, not 4s, because...
yeah, because it's a Skyborn. Oh no, it's terminal targeting.
Terminal targeting. Everything hits there. 3s to wound, strength 9, toughness 6.
Just the 2. I'm going to re-roll 1 with a command point.
That's your last command. Oh no, you've got a couple.
Got
you've got a couple. You've got a couple.
So 3 hits.
3 hits.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. So 3 wounds. I need 3 5-up invulnerable saves. And I make 1. So that's 2d6 damage. Cool has 8. 6. So I gave them the Warlord trait with a 6-up feel no pain thingy bob. So I need to make 6 of these. And I make 1 of them, dropping in from 8 wounds down to 3. Right, any more?
Yep, it's got Soul Taker missiles, so that's heavy D3.
Yep.
So 2 shots.
Yeah. 1 hit.
1 miss. So strength 7.
Toughness 6.
So just the 1 wound.
Minus.
Minus 2.
Minus 2. So my 2-up becomes a 4-up. And I fail. How much damage does that do?
2 wounds.
Does 2 wounds. I've got 3 left, so this won't kill him, but 6-up. Warlord trait. No, he's down to 1 wound left. I rolled 3 dice instead of 2. Anyway, he's down to 1 wound left. And here we are after the shooting phase. As we saw, he stubbornly refused to die, and Ian would have loved to fire the Deredeo and the Sakaran down at him. But there was this person here he had to deal with first, and all of this firepower meant he wouldn't die. 1 died in this squad as well, because once he was down to 1, he put some shots that way, some shots this way, and still didn't kill him. So 4 in that squad died, 1 in this squad died, and so the Deredeo opened up, and the Sakaran opened up that on this Onaga Dune Crawler. It was on 11 wounds, it's down to 3 left. It's smoking, it's steaming, it's not out of the fight yet. And then the firepower on this flank just ricocheting off the Tech Priest Dominus there. So now we're going on to the charge phase. Then after the charge phase, this unit gets in, this unit gets in, and this unit gets in. No wounds taken on Overwatch anywhere across the battle grid. Then in the assault phase, 1 wound put my Tech Priest Dominus, but he managed to kill 2 of the Night Lords there, which was quite good. Over here, this unit wiped out that single lone Skitarii, and then over here, I did kill 1 of the Night Lords, but he wiped out 3. And their leadership, let's do the leadership thing now. Their leadership is now dropped down to 5 because of these 2 squads here. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Yep. What am I talking about? I lost 3 plus the 3 that I rolled is 6. Their leadership is 5. They're going to lose 1 more. That's what I meant to do. And his leadership is 5. 5 plus 1 is the one that, yeah, and that doesn't beat it, so he's okay. That's what I meant to do. That's correct. But you wiped out another one. I tell you what, this Night Lords, once you've got a couple of them together with that leadership tactic, you're killing. You're routinely and you're killing 1 a turn every turn, at least 1 a turn. It's certainly working out. The Night Lords didn't take any wounds, enough wounds to worry about leadership. They secure objective 5 over in the backfield over there, but they didn't advance, which they're ditching. They didn't get secure objective 4, but it's 3 points to 2, a low point scoring game so far. However, I've been pushed right back into my battle grid. Is it going to be too little, too late for the Penitent Forge? Let's go on to turn 3. Here are my orders in turn 3. Hold the line. That's going to be really tricky with the Xiphon Flyer, and 1, 2, 3 units of Night Lords in my lines. Blood and Guts, kill something in the assault phase, also going to be tricky. And overwhelming firepower, shoot something to death. I should be able to do that, mind you. It's only a 1-point game. If I shoot something and punch something, I could get into the lead here. Right, here we are in the movement phase. Thought long and hard about putting the infiltrators up the top of the table, but really, what are they going to do up here? There's an objective here, and that's it, and a rhino on it. And anywhere where they're in line of sight to the Deredeo or the Sakaran, they're just going to get fragged. So no real point sticking them up here. They're just going to be running around and hiding and hoping to line break later on. Both of these rhinos are empty right now, so to my mind, I just need to repel borders. I need to put everything down, get Blood and Guts, get no prisoners, just kill stuff, murder stuff as much as I can. So that's what I'm trying to do. He dropped out of combat from there, healed himself, and then there's shots about to go in and killed these. This lone hero dropped out of combat with them, and he healed 3 wounds on him, and the Onager Dunecrawler 3 wounds on him. So designate 17 back up to 4, the Onager back up to 6. And as you can see, there's little nooses appearing here, there, and everywhere, ready to throw in as much firepower as I can. So let's pull the trigger. Here we are after my shooting phase. Remarkably successful. The Rangers and the Iron Strider killed that unit there. And then the Macro Stubbers and these guys killed the other unit there. And if I'd have killed him in assault, shooting as well, that would have been D3 points. But he stubbornly refused to die because Ian burnt a command point. However, if I kill him in the assault phase, I'll get another point anyway. So managing to clear tons, lots of Night Lords in my back lines, and then the neutron laser firing up the table this time, managing to hit. And the Sakaran is on 2 hull points left, so at least it won't be firing at full ballistic skill anymore. Now, designate 17 needs to make this charge. I've got 1 command point left, and I'm going to be in. You get to Overwatch, but you won't kill him. He's got 4 wounds left. And then he charged in, smashed that Night Lord, and then consolidated 3 inches back towards the closest enemy unit, which is now the Xiphon Flyer. Unfortunately for me, it means Belisarius Core is now the closest model to all of these guns, which will make things very interesting. However, I do get a point for overwhelming firepower. I do get a point for blood and guts. I'm certainly not holding the line because of this Xiphon Flyer, so I should be able to get it next turn when it goes away. So I think I'll keep it in my hand. That will make Ian think about where he places it. So I believe it's, how many points? So it's 4 points to 3. The Admech are winning by 1 point. Just before we go to the next battle round, let's see what my canticle is, because I'm going to try and get Shroud Psalm again. And 6 minus 1, I can leave it as 6 or minus it by 1 to 5. Keeping it as 6, that's Benediction of Omniscience. It means I get to re-roll hit rolls of 1. Could have really done with Shroud Psalm as we descend into turn 4. Here are the orders for the Chaos Space Marines, and Ian is very lucky. Secure Objective 4 is probably going to get chucked next turn. That's that one here. But to secure Objective 5 and defend Objective 5, that's the one that his Rhino sat over on in the backfield, all the way up there. That's a guaranteed point this turn, and 2 points at the end of my turn. And Assassinate, kill a character, kill Designate 17. Now he's the closest model and only 4 wounds remaining. That is possible. He's got no troops left. Xiphon Flyer zipping across the table, moving 90, then moving 90 again. It's going to be doing loops in my deployment zone for the rest of the battle. And then the Rhinos pivoting round, pivoting round. And that's about it. He's tore a chunk out of the army. Now he just needs to stay back, follow the orders from high command, score lots of points and win this day. Here we are at the end of Chaos turn 4, and there is a big Belisarius Core shaped hole. Slay the Warlord and assassinate killer character, and the Onager Dunecrawler gone. The Sakaran took out the Dunecrawler, the Deredeo took out my Warlord, and they've been able to secure Objective 5, as well as assassinate, as well as kill a character, as well as slay the Warlord. Round here, the Iron Strider got wiped out as well, so deaths, deaths, deaths across the line. In fact, when I look across the line, I've got a couple of single units of Vanguard here and there, some Rangers, second in command, and some Infiltrators, and that's it. So Ian pulling back there, 6 points to 4 all of a sudden. 2 empty Rhinos are in my deployment zone, and this Xiphon, which I'm probably never going to be able to shift now. It's very interesting, only 2 points in it. And remember, at the end of my turn, he's going to get 2 more points for defending Objective 5, which I'm not going to be able to get to because the Infiltrators dropped into my side of the battle grid. So, Very few assets left. But only a couple of points in it. Let's go on to Admech, turn 4. Here are the Admech orders in turn 4. Area denial and secure objective 3. I'm going to get a point because there's no enemy units within 6, but they are within 12. That rhino there. And secure objective 3 is right there. So there's a couple of points. But 5 isn't going to happen, and hold a line is not going to happen. Should have ditched that. Didn't know the flyer was going to dance backwards and forwards all over the place. I think that's the right life choice. So that one will be going next turn. Or that one, or both. In the movement phase, the foot soldiers slogging around, and it's just a case of unloading everything and trying to take out the Siphon flyer. And then everything, and I mean everything that was in range, fired at the Xiphon Interceptor. It's gone down from 10 wounds to 6 wounds left. I get 2 points then, 1 for securing objective 3 and 1 for something else, which I forget. And Ian gets 2 points for defending objective 6. So it's defending objective 5. So it's 8 points to 6 in favour of the Chaos Space Marines, the Forces of Chaos. The forces of the Despoiler have the lead here by 2 points as we descend into turn 5. Here are the objectives for the Night Lords. Overwhelming firepower, kill him. This rhino has moved up because he's also got secure objective 6. That will be 2 points. And then defend objective 2. Well, objective 2 is over here at the end of my turn. That will be 2 more points. Secure objective 3 is there. And where's secure objective 4? Where's objective 4? I think, yeah, that's this one here. So basically you won't be able to get that one or that one, but it looks like you can easily get 4 points this turn by moving this around. These guys moving around the corner, finally ready to bring as many guns to bear as possible. And this rhino basically just needs to sit still. So let's move on to the shooting phase. So at the end of the movement phase, the rhino went back a little bit and the Xiphon zipping across in my deployment zone 1 more time. Now let's move on to the shooting phase. Here we are at the end of the turn for the Night Lords. Killed 2 things in the shooting phase. The one last guy on that rock there, 1 on his own here, and slaughtered 3 in this squad. I need to take a morale test. 5 plus 3 models is 8. Their leadership is 7. 1 more dies. And this is all I have left. Right, you were 2 points in the lead. You get another point for overwhelming firepower. Another point for securing objective 6, which is there. Yeah. You've started defending 2 as well. Yeah. So you are now 4 points in the lead as we go on to Adeptus Mechanicus, turn 5.
It's always fun.
Here are the objectives for the Penitent Forge. Secure 1, secure 2, secure 3, secure 5, and mission critical objective, secure 3 again. If I get 3, that's 2 points because that's a capture and control one. And here we are at the very end of the game. This is the way the world ends. I did secure objective 3 and get 2 points plus a point for mission critical objectives there, which put me 1 point behind. And then Ian defended this one. And was it this one as well? Yeah, it was just this one here, which means he is 3 points in the lead. And he's about to get a ton more points. He's about to pivot around and start spraying lead again with the Xiphon flyer back behind my lines. I can't get any more of these objectives. All I've got left is the second in command, some rangers and a few foot troops here or there. I tried to push the Night Lords back. I tried to defend this battle grid, but it looks like they have taken it for the Forces of Chaos and they will despoil this chapel. So it was a close game until it wasn't, until the very end. I want to thank Ian for coming down to the studio one more time and allowing me to narrate on his YouTube channel. You, sir, are a legend.
Thank you for doing it. Appreciate it.
No problem. You know me, I can't shut up. So, so thank you very much for watching that, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy wargaming.